Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Austin and SamuraiHex, and welcome back to Tactical Masterclass, where I try out tactics in the top 5 leagues in Europe and see how it goes with a club and try and get them to the top and even go to join another club and so on and so on and so on. But, and this is mostly for someone who's probably been watching the series through the playlist, you might have noticed that we've gone back a few years, and that we're also not without Justice. Well, as I had mentioned in one of the Manager Legends episodes, I had put this on an indefinite hiatus, but I just couldn't get enough of the nitwit, and so I have returned with him, and hoping to start off fresh. I'd also kind of deleted all the saves prior, just to save hard drive space on my laptop. I'm kind of regretting it now, but hey, I couldn't recover them at all. So I've had to reset and start again. But if you are excited for this new revamp of Tactical Masterclass, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, hit the bell to get push notifications, comment a comment, and check out all my socials down in the description below. But the in-game event that has been allowed, I know in Manager Legends I've got it appearing there, but I don't use it. But the in-game event has been used to become unsackable, because if I join a club and they decide to sack me halfway through the season when I'm testing out a tactic, because a new owner's joined and he wants to get rid of me for a new manager, that would ruin the series. So I've clicked become unsackable for that reason. Also, if it goes wrong, I can just show you the tactic naturally, saying, oh yeah, this tactic's not that good, something like that. I've also cheated and put myself on max rep. If I go to staff details, I've got current ability, current rep, home rep, world rep, all on the marks. That's how it was at the start of Algeciras save, just so we could get any club in the world. We've got all these clubs without a manager, and I'm just going to do apply all, or apply to all, and hopefully some of them will come back to us, and whichever club that will be, whether it's a Osnabrück or a Burnley, I don't know. But if you want to know what happens if we get multiple come and offering us the job offer at the same time, we click a random number, so it's like 1 to 5, so it's number 4, and then it picks Saarbrücken. We go to Saarbrücken and manage them and try and get them a Bundesliga title, their domestic cup title, so the DFB Pokal, as well as the UEFA Champions League, and that's how it goes. Whichever club we're with, we get the league title, domestic cup, and the Champions League, and then we'll leave and go to another club. Oh, and we might also try and become a legend at this clubs as well, because I never really become legends at clubs. Yes, enough about that. Let's skip ahead and see which club will be managing. And yes, that club is Cambridge United, and the first club that came to us alongside Notts County and the Surrey Seaside. That, to be honest, I've never heard of them, so I would assume they're not a big side in Italian football or fallen giant. So it was a choice between 1, 2 and 3. It picked number 3. That number 3 was Cambridge United, because they were the third application, third club on the list to have offered us the job. So Cambridge United have high nitwit. Yeah, that was it. US Racanatese and Notts County. I forgot you could read it. Director of football's this guy Ben Strang, and Kevin Betsy is the manager. Now Kevin Betsy, I know him from load of journeymans that you're doing around England, because he always gets a managerial job and always gets to the championship, because he's got, and I checked in my personal save, he always has high current ability and potential ability, and you can tell that by people management and judging player ability and player potential as like max. Way too good for a League 2 side, because if you don't know, Cambridge United got relegated from League 1. Because of that, they're now in League 2 and hiring me as the manager because they sacked the manager for getting relegated. So best player is Jordan Cousins. 4-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He's on a bit of money for League 2. And he's opting to keep his contract. He's opting keeping his options open. And he's also got a slight concern, which I assume is because he's been relegated. Or the club's been relegated. They also want us to finish in the automatic promotions in League 1. I think we can do that with the tactic we're using. I'll show you that in a bit. Remain in League 1 after that, and then continue to remain in League 1. Supporters just want us to be in the playoffs and be competitive against Peterborough, who are currently in the Championship. I'll do how I like that, and we'll get into the side. So if I quickly look at the best players, immediately ignore Ethan Williams because he's a loanee and will be returning to his parent club. But we've got Liam Bennett. He's here until 2025, so we've got a year for him to get promoted to keep him happy, because he said there's a slight concern just because of the club getting relegated. Same with George Thomas, he's on 2025. Jordan Cousins is a slight concern about being relegated, and he's opting to keeping his options open. I know sometimes you can glitch the game out, which I would assume is a bug, but you may as well use bugs in the game as an advantage. But I think I might be able to offer him a contract if I do direct football or something like that. And he'll accept it, and then he'll play up false because he wants to leave because of being relegated. I don't know, we'll have to see. But he's leaving at the end of the season, so we have to get him on under contract. We also got Elias Kunchunga, he's also concerned. Adam May, who's not concerned, is here till 2025. And Ryan Bennett, who's also got concern and is retiring. So we're not having him, even though he looks quite good. But yes, this is a tactic we are going with, the GYR's Loki version 2 for FN24. So a bit about the tactic. It's tactical styles, it's their own custom one called Loki version 2. Mentality is attacking, fairly wide attacking width, focus down both flanks, play shorter, high tempo, and run a defence. In transition is counter press, counter. Also roll it out to no one in particular. Out of possession, high defensive rate, hard line, and high press in terms of line of engagement, and much more often on the press, and prevents short goalkeeper distribution. We've got an advanced forward on attack, 2 advanced forwards in the wingers that are on attack as well, an advanced midfielder on attack, so very attacking formation. Deep line playmaker on support and a DM on support, 2 wing backs on attack and 2 ball playing defenders on defend, with a sweeper keeper on defend. So going on a quick pick, which you won't let me say because I realise we're all on holiday, but if I could do best, how do I do best player? I don't think you can do it. Oh wait, that big player. So apparently the best player will be George Thomas as the striker. Then we've got Elias Kachunga, Ethan Williams, but he's leaving. Adam May, Jordan Cousins, Paul Digby, Ian Bennett, Ryan Bennett. Are they brothers or something? I do not know. Ibsen Rossi and Holstropper. Apparently our best side, with best goalkeeper being probably this guy. So that is our best team. But if we look at it, in terms of what would go here, A few are leaving, and a few are only 3-star current ability, and one's a loanee. So we might have to try and get some new players in. Probably will. This isn't like Manager Legends where I don't have to do I can't do transfers. I can do the transfers. So we'll see how it goes with bringing players in that suits this tactic. Hopefully they'll be very good. Get us promoted. If we go to season preview of League 1, it is currently 20th. So when they were 20th favourite team, and they got relegated for it. So I would assume that to be top half or top 6, even top 8 maybe. League 2 side. So we should get promoted next season no matter what. But yeah, I'm going to skip ahead now. Probably to the end of the transfer window. See who's joined, see who's left. And yeah, see what the results are going with Loki version 2 tactic. So first off, let's have a look at the transfers that have happened. So, come the start of the season, we only signed 3 players before the start of the season, I mean. Tom Dixon-Peters as our striker, Charlie Setford as our goalkeeper, and Killian Phillips as our DM. You could also play AMC in centre back. So they've all joined on loan. People that left, and Njoku left on loan to Farnborough, Chadwick left on loan to Maidenhead, and George Hoddle left on loan to Havant and Waterlooville. And then we sold Jack Stevens, who was our main choice goalkeeper. I thought the amount they were offering, which was about 20,000 rather than 40,000, I managed to up it to 42,252, rising to 52. So if he plays like 20 or something games, he gets to 52,000, which, considering he's their first choice goalkeeper and he's played 5 games, I think it will easily get to that. So I think that was a good deal, and yeah, he's left, and because of that we got Charlie Setford. I think, yeah, Charlie Setford was already in at the club, and then we decided to sell Jack Stevens because of that. Other players that left, if we go to released players, Morrison was retired, Ryan Bennett retired, and then some youngsters, well, not youngsters, players that are 2-star or 2.5-star, and that I thought, considering we're going to go to the Premier League, I don't think they would be good enough even for this season. So I just let them go so I can bring in more players that are good enough, or youngsters that would be good enough for the future. So Jack Atkinson left on loan, James Owen left out on loan to New Gens, Kwanda left out on loan, Matt Gill went out on loan, Haruna went out on loan, Barton, Job, Akabe, Wachowicz, Sanford, Hipwell, Wheatley, Cisse, Simper, and Bacon all also went out on loan. Now Lewis Simper we were trying to sell. He had another contract until 2025. I was like, get out of this club. No one bit the money, so we, near the end of the deadline day, just loaned him out to Crawley, just to get him off the wages, and so he wasn't coming on happy and all that stuff. So he was loaned near the end in July, when we realised no one would sign him. Players that joined though, Katongo joined us as our main choice centre back, coming in from Man City. Damani Mello joins us as a very backup fringe player, striker, who can also play on the right wing and be trained at left wing. Archibald joins us as our main choice right winger and left winger. Will Dennis comes in as our backup goalkeeper. Karen Pupion, I don't know, comes in as just a breakthrough prospect that could get good. 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, so he comes in on a free transfer from Brighton. Terrell Thomas also joins us on a free transfer this time from Charlton. Omari Forson joins us. Ota joins us. Wheatley joins us, who's gone out on loan. Vachovic joined us, that went out on loan as well. Seb Revan joined us on a loan from Aston Villa. Ross North, this was the head of youth or director of football, signed him. He looks like he can get really good. Ryan Howley joined us as our 5th loanee, where he'll be backup. I know he's a squad player, he'll probably get unhappy, but he's a backup and hopefully he'll get game time when injuries or suspensions. Luke Park also joined us, which was director of football or head of youth development. Same with Vernon Maston and Sam Robb. He's another player that joined us on a free transfer from Worthing. So if we go to the schedule, we were completely undefeated in all the friendlies. We then played Mansfield, won that, beat Cheltenham in the FA Cup first round, beat Tranmere, then Newport and Grimsby. Then we beat Sutton, drew against Bradford, and how we lost this, I don't know. But we somehow lost 7-3 to Newport in the EFL Trophy. So yeah, unfortunate there, considering I want to win it before I get to the Championship. That currently takes us to 3rd in the league. We're in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup where we're playing West Brom, and we're currently bottom of the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. But considering we'll play Arsenal and Bristol, we can still win those 2 games and finish 2nd or 1st. So I'm not too worried about qualifying from that just yet, considering it's minimum 2nd round. Also, if you're just, by the way, Wigan got relegated from League 2, which I think is quite a surprise. And then if I go to the Championship, Reading got promoted from League 1 to the Championship, which I think is even more of a surprise than Wigan being in League 2, considering how everything's going in real life with them. So in terms of unhappy players that have happened so far, George Thomas and Liam Bennett are currently unhappy. They're concerned about us getting relegated, but they haven't come to me yet. Jordan Cousins, who we did manage to get a contract from using that little glitch, however we did have to accept a 40% promotion wage rise, so he'll go high. He's on a higher amount of money, but I thought it's worth it because of his quality in League 2. So he's didn't even come to me, and he's already got unhappy and asking to leave. And it's the same with Elias Kachunga. So they didn't even come to me, they just immediately got unhappy halfway through, between now and previously. So the only way to appease all these 4 players is if we get promoted. So I hope they get promoted, and as soon as that's done, they'll all be under new contracts. At least not Jordan Cousins though, because unless I can get the 40% wage rise off, which I highly doubt I will be able to. Without giving him even more money, which I don't want to do. We're now on the 30th of December, games are going really well. So after the Newport game, we then lost Gillingham, beat Wigan then, after that then we drew against Cheltenham, beat West Brom in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup 4-0, then beat Harrogate 5-2, beat Crewe, beat Arsenal under-21s in the EFL Trophy, beat Accrington, then lost Salford and MK Dons, but beat Norwich in the 4th round of the FL Cup. Then beat Maidenhead in the FA Cup first round. Then beat York and Hartlepool, 2 newly promoted sides in League 2. Then beat Bristol Rovers, which guaranteed us an EFL Trophy 2nd round area. Position or whatever you... Qualification, that's the right word. Swindon we beat, Leyton Orient we lost, Doncaster and Swansea we won in the FA Cup and League 2. Then we beat Brighton under 21s in the 2nd round of the southern section of the AFL Trophy. Then we drew against Colchester, beat Forest Green, drew against Walsall and lost 1-0 late on, you could say, in the 2nd half against Brentford, which is so disappointing considering we could have got to a semi-final. And the team that did get semi-final was Oxford United from, I think, either Championship or League 1. I don't think they got promoted, I'm not sure. But yeah, they're in the semi-final, we aren't. So that's disappointing. Doncaster, Harrogate and Crewe we all won as well. Currently takes us to 2nd in the league. MK Dons are just so good. We are 9 points behind them, and we've got 2 games in hand, so it could go to 3 points. And hopefully, if we win those 2 games in hand, we'll go over their goal difference. But yeah, MK Dons are absolutely dominating the game. and the League 2. Meanwhile, Hartlepool and Swindon aren't doing that well alongside Newport. Also, just so you know, Bennett and Thomas are no longer unhappy because it looked like we were getting promotion. It said promotion looks likely. So because of that, immediately after they got happy again, I offered both of them a contract, and they're both here now until 2027. So that's really, really good. And I think 2027, that'll be championship time, hopefully, if we get 2 promotions in 2 years. I think they can do a decent job in championship, considering the reputation won't be high enough, considering we're still a League 2 club at the time. And so yeah, they'll do a decent job until 2027. And then who knows what will happen. January has been and done. The January transfer window has been finished, so we'll look at the signings and sales. So quick off, during the last little bit, Thomas Buckley went on loan to Chippenham. Then just after the last little start date point, we loaned out Glenn McConnell to Dorking. We have sold Armady Ota, who joined us on a free transfer, and this season he hardly played for us, so we decided to cash in on him considering he only has half a season left. So I'm happy with that. We also finally sold Lewis Simper, so we got some money in for him for £6,000 from Oldham, which I'd take. Sekou Jana also sold. He wasn't playing nearly enough, so he was sold to York. And we also sold Zeno Ibsen Rossi to Tranmere. He was playing enough, but not enough for my liking, considering we were looking like to get promoted. So we sold him. He had a half a season on his contract or something left, so we sold him while we had a chance. The £28,000 to Tranmere, which is not that bad. In terms of the people that joined us, only 2 of them. Tyrese John Jules joins us as our important player striker, as well as Matty James joins us as our squad player DM. However, he has immediately injured himself, and he will be out for the rest of the season. So that is not good. We just signed him as squad depth, and he goes and injures himself, so I'm not happy with that. In terms of results in January though, we won every single game apart from a draw against Norwich in the FA Cup 4th round. So we beat Accrington, we beat Chesterfield in 3rd round of the FA Cup, and beat Leyton Orient in the 3rd round of the EFL Trophy. Then beat Salford, Wimbledon, MK Dons and Notts County, which is good because MK Dons were still top of the league at the time, and Salford were in the playoffs. AFC Wimbledon were in the playoffs, so were Notts County. And we beat AFC Wimbledon 7-0, so really, really good. And then of course the draw against Norwich, the win against Wigan in the EFL Trophy quarter final, and we recently just played Gillingham and won 4-0. So we got a 4th round replay against Norwich, and the EFL Trophy semi-final against Crystal Palace under 21s. But we're still 2nd though. However, we have 2 games in hand and we're only a point behind MK Dons, so a couple of wins and we'll be 5 points ahead of them, which is what we want. So if we don't slip up, promotion and a trophy is looking likely. Hartlepool look destined to get relegated, and Newport are starting to have a gap up between them and 22nd place Swindon. So we're a bit earlier on the 26th of Feb. I was trying to return probably at the end of the season, but we did sign 2 more players on the 4th and the 6th of January. So the first one was Connor Coventry as another backup DM because of Matty James being injured. He's nowhere near as good, but considering he's quite young, and he's played 8 times for West Ham last season, hopefully he'll be a good player. So he's joined us, and another player that joined us is Matt Butcher, who is the more older or experienced DM, who can also be trained to be an AMC, centre back, left back, even with left winger and right winger if we need. So I'm hoping that both of them will play a few times this season and do really well, and then we might look to move them on next season if we get promoted, or even if we don't get promoted, we'll probably try to look to move them on, because they're not good enough for a team like Cambridge. But, well, the ambitions of Cambridge and the ambitions of me. So hopefully we'll sell them next season. However, so far in January, we lost lost in extra time to Norwich. 118th minute winner for Norwich, and if you look at it, we were 3-2 in front in the 92nd minute of regular time until Jay Stansfield scored in the 97th minute. Ridiculous. But then we did win every other game. Cheltenham, Bradford, Swindon, Wigan, York, Hartlepool, we all won. And we are finally top. And we've already secured playoffs. However, Jordan Cousins and Elias Kachunga are still happy, so I'm waiting until we get promoted. And then they'll probably be happy to stay. A few more games happened. So after the Hartlepool game, we played Notts County, Tranmere and Forest Green. We won all of them. We then beat Crystal Palace in the EFL Trophy semi-final, and then, however, lost to Grimsby. They then beat Mansfield and Newport. However, in the EFL Trophy final, we choked and lost to Portsmouth. And then we ended up just focusing on the league, beating Colchester and Walsall. However, we lost to Leighton. We beat Wimbledon on the final day of the season, and you can probably tell by that form, we won the league. So the teams promoted with us are MK Dons, who probably deserve being promoted, and Grimsby, who also deserve being promoted. Bradford got through in the playoffs. It was a very close run thing. AFC Wimbledon probably deserved to be in the playoffs more than Wigan, considering Wigan had a really poor start to the season, but they didn't get it, and I would have wanted Wimbledon to get promoted if MK Dons get promoted, but in the end Bradford get promoted because MK Dons in the end Bradford get promoted alongside us, MK Dons, Grimsby. Newport and Hartlepool both get relegated quite far away, and there was a gap between Cheltenham and Newport, and even further gap between Newport and Hartlepool. So yeah, let's have a quick look at the season review, and then look at the players, and then the tactic. So we of course won League 2, and these are all the players that joined. Every single one of them was a 7 who played quite a lot of games, apart from Charlie Setford, but then he was a 6.95. Katongo didn't have that much of a rating either, really. Nor did Ted Terrell Thomas or Demandi Bello, and then Conor Coventry and Martin James never even played for us. Nor did Ian Wheatley, but he was on loan to another club. But yeah, a load of good transfers out. We sold a load of players. They're probably only happy with the sale of Jack Stevens because of the amount we got, as well as getting them off the wage bill. The board are pleased that we won the league. They were expected playoffs. Emirates FA Cup, pleased that we got to the 4th round. Carabao Cup, pleased that we got to the quarter final. And EFL Trophy, pleased that we got to the final and came runners up. Biggest win was the 8-1 victory against Cheltenham. Match to remember was the 6-2 against Accrington Stanley, and goal of the season was Cousins and the goal of the season was Cousins in the 5-2 victory against Harrogate. We've stayed the same in rep. We've got a bit more of a notable deal in sponsorship, and yeah, everything else is brilliant. Best team was Charlie Setford in goal. He was quite good, played all our games mostly, apart from a few times when he was injured. Liam Bennett as our right back, he was really, really good. Arcadinia as our centre back, he's really, really good as well. Katongo as our centre back, he was good, but could have been better in the average rating. Seb Brevin as our left back, and he was really, really good. His contract running at the end of the season, and I'm thinking about going in for him. Same with Katongo, but probably not because of his average rating. If you can't get a 7 in the League 2, you won't get high 6s in the League 1. So that's the reason behind probably not signing him. Paul Digby and Cousins were our 2 DMs, and they were brilliant. Lancaster as our right winger, he was good. George Thomas as our AMC, he was really good as well. Kalkai as our left winger, he was good as well. And Thomas Dixon Peters as our main choice striker, he scored 25 goals in 40 appearances. So we won 2 Manager of the Month awards, January and February. Fantasy Player of the Season was George Thomas. Young Player of the Season was Seb Brevin. Signing of the Season was Will Dennis. He was the backup goalkeeper, he played a few times, and when he did play he got 7, so that was really good for a goalkeeper. Goal of the Season was of course Cousins. Top goal scorer Dixon Peters. Most assists Bennett. Player of the Match awards Thomas with 8 or 6, I can't really read that because I need my eyes checking. Highest average rating was George Thomas with 7.6. Most passes completed were Terrell Thomas with 49. And then most overall goals by play in the season was broken. Same with goals by play in a mark in season, league goals in the season. So they were both broken by Dixon Peters. Most assists by play in the season was broken by Liam Bennett. Most clean sheets were in the play in the season was broken by Charles Setford. Most player of the match awards in the season was broken by Cal Kai. And worst discipline was broken by Liam Bennett. And we don't really have to look at anything else, but yeah. So quickly looking at other best players, in terms of people leaving, Damani Mela is being let go. He hardly played all season, and he's not good enough for the step up. Everyone else is here for the remainder of next season, and yes, some of them look like going to be good. The youth prospects having good games in the that. Getting to 2 stars so they can be played next season and all of that stuff. But yeah, if you want to check out this tactic, go into the description below. You'll see a link. It's to FM Scout, and it'll be the direct link to the official page on FM Scout, where you just then have to click a download button. I don't think you have to sign up to FM Scout or anything to download it, but then you just click download, it'll download it, and then put it into your wherever you keep your documents or whatever or wherever you keep your files for FM24, and then you put it in your tactics folder. If you haven't got one, just create it, but you should get one automatically if you ever save the tactic that you've made yourself. And then you just go like that, load, and yeah, you load that. So I click that, I click load, and I've loaded it. You can see what tactic we're using next season, which I forgot was all there on the screen. But yeah, the Loki tactic, really good tactic, and go check it out in the description below. Tell me how you do with it in the comment section. But yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, or if you're a viewer that hasn't already, so subscribe, hit the bell as well so you get push notifications, and yeah, comment a comment saying how you got on with the tactic. You can also check out the rest of the description as well. Not off just the tactic, you have all my links, like which is Discord and Twitter /X and Twitch, all that stuff. So check out all my socials, as well as checking out GYR's socials and his tactic and all that stuff. But yeah, I've been Matthew, also known as SamuraiHex, and I'll see you all next time. Hex signing out. Bye everybody.